All right, we'll take a look at U1 is XY, a solution to the system of equations. I'm going to show you a few ways. I'm going to do it by hand, then I'm going to do it by calculator, and that way you get to know both. Okay, so is 210 a solution to the system of equations? Real quick for you to remember, the first number is X, the second number is always Y. Please do not write on school computers. This is my own personal computer. Okay, so first number is always X, second number is always Y. And when it's asking if it's a solution, all you're doing is going to plug it in, and if both of them are true, it has to be both, then it is a solution. So all you're going to do is plug in the numbers. So where I see a Y, I'm going to put 10. Where I see an X, I'm going to put 2. So on the first one, I see a Y, so I'm going to put 10 equals an X, which is I see 2 plus 6. What is 2 plus 6? 2 plus 6 is 8. Is that a solution? No. I don't need to check the second one because once it doesn't work for the first one, it won't work at all. So is that a solution? No. All right, I'm just going to leave my X and my Y up there on the screen so that I don't have to keep writing it down, but all I'm doing is plugging it in. So looking in the first one, the first thing I see is X, so I'm going to write 1 plus 13 and then the Y. And I'm going to put that in parentheses. What's Y? Y is 1 equals 14. Is that true? So I've got 1 plus 13 times 1 is 13. So I've got 1 plus 13 equals 14. I've got 1 plus 13 is 14, and 14 equals 14. Now, you'll be tempted to say, yes, it's a solution, but sometimes they trick you because that second one may not be. So you must check both. So now I'm going to do the second one. So I have 5. Then I have X. And what's X? X is 1 plus 4. And then I have Y. And Y is 1 equals 9. 5 times 1 is 5. 4 times 1 is 4. So I have 5 plus 4, which is 9, equals 9. Is 9 equal to 9? Yes. So both of them are true. Therefore, that is a solution. All right, so again, I'm leaving X and Y and plugging them in. So where I see a Y, I'm going to plug in 5. So I'm going to have 5 equals 6. And then what's X? X is 1 plus this 1. Okay, and I'm just going to write both equations down, then do it. On the second equation, I have Y, which is 5, equals X, which is 1, plus 4. All right, so this one's easy to see. 1 plus 4 is 5, so that's true. So let's check this one. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Is 5 equal to 7? No, so this is not a solution. So again, you see how it's equal to 1, but not equal to the other, so be careful with that. All right, now if I had this, this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put it in a calculator, okay? So I had a calculator, and I'm going to input wherever I see X, I'm going to put 2. Where I see Y, I'm going to put 1. So I start off with an X, I see 2. Then I do plus. Now because this is together, I'm going to put it in parentheses. So I'm going to put parentheses 14, and what is between, what's the operation between 14 and Y? Is it addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division? It's multiplication. So 14 and whatever Y is, which is 1. I'm going to close that parenthesis because I'm done, and I'm going to press enter. Is that 18? No, it is not. So this is not a solution. Let me practice on the second one with a calculator. If it was a solution, I would just keep going next. So I'd go, these two things are together. So anytime two things are together, I need you to put parentheses. So parentheses, and then I've got 2. And what's the operation between 2 and X? It's multiplication. And then X is what? X is 2. Close the parentheses because I'm done putting the stuff together. Plus, and then I've got these two things together, so I need a parentheses. So it's going to be 10. And what's the operation? Multiplication. And what's Y? Y is 1. Close the parentheses. So it's everything on the left-hand side. Press enter. It's 14. Is 14 equal to 14? Yes, it is. But 16 is not equal to 18. Therefore, that is not a... Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't press 1. That is not a solution. All right, I'll just do a few more just so you can get used to it. So again, you pick one side, doesn't matter, okay? And you make it seem if it's like the rest. So I'm going to pick the right-hand side because that's the one that has most things. So X is 1. So I'm going to do 1 plus 9, 10. On the left-hand side, I have Y, which is 10. Is 10 equal to 10? Yes, it is. So I'm good so far. On the second equation, I have 4. Now again, because these things are together, put parentheses, right? So I have 4 times, and then X, which is 1, close parentheses, because I'm done with the things that are together, plus 6. And that gives me 10, and Y is supposed to be what? 10. So in both situations, Y is equal to 10, so both of them are matching. So this Y is 10, and I looked at the right-hand side, I got 10, and on the right-hand side on this one, I got 10. So both of them are matching, so yes, this is a solution. Okay, so this is how you do it without really writing it down. Okay, but I do want to show you both ways so I can get used to not having a calculator. All right, so this one again, I'm going to pick the more complicated side and put those in. So I'm going to put something is together, so I put parentheses. I've got 8, and what's operation? Multiplication. What's x? X is 1. Close parentheses because I'm done with the togetherness. Then I've got a plus sign. Then I've got togetherness again, so I need to open a parentheses. Put the number 2, and what's operation? Multiplication. And what's y? Y is 3. Close the parentheses because I'm done with that together. So I'm done with this entire left-hand side. And let's see if that's equal to what? 14. It is. So this first one works. Now let me look at the second one. So I've got something together, open parentheses. I've got 16. What's the operation? Multiplication. What's x? 1. And then close it because the togetherness is done. Plus, and there's nothing together. It's just y. What's y? Y is 3. That's my left-hand side. And I'm checking if my left-hand side is equal to what? 19. Is it equal to 19? Yes, it is. If it works for both, that is a solution to the equation. That is the solution to the equation. I'll do a couple more to make sure you're okay. Again, first number is x, second number is y, and we're just putting this in the calculator. So I have together means parentheses, but 19. And then what's operation? Multiplication. What's x? X is 4. Close it because now we're done with the togetherness, and then plus. And then I've got some more togetherness, so open parentheses, and I've got 17. What's operation? Multiplication. Then I've got y, which is 3. Close it, because we're done with the togetherness. And all of that put in the calculator should equal what? 12. Whoa, that is so not equal to 12. So that is not a solution. Bam. I'll do one more, just one more. Okay, these ones are kind of easy. I don't have to plug in the calculator, so I'll just plug it in my head. So I've got y, which is 9, equals, and then x is 1. 1 plus 8 is 9. Is that true? It is. So that one's cool. On this one, I've got y is 9, so this side is 9, equals 3 times x. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 6 is 9. So that one is also cool. So yes, some of these, I mean, you don't have to always use a calculator. These kind of questions you do. Okay, last one I promise. And see, I'm already on 60. All right, so on the left-hand side, together means parentheses, 4, and then what's operation? Multiplication, then x. What's x? Negative 9. Oh, I'm glad I got one of these. How do I put a negative 9? You see where it says negative on the bottom of the calculator right here? You have to use that because that's a negative 9. Okay, negative 9, so 4 times negative 9. I'm done with the togetherness, so I'm going to close the parentheses, plus, and then there's some more stuff together, so I'm going to open parentheses. Then I got 14 times y. What's y? Y is 4, so times 4, close parentheses, and I'm done with that. So that's the whole left-hand side, and what should that give me equal to? 20. Yes, it is. The first one is fine. Check the second one. So I've got togetherness, open parentheses, 11 times x. What's x? Negative 9. So again, use the negative on the bottom. Do not use subtraction. Use the negative on the bottom. Negative 9, close parentheses, because I'm done with it together. Minus. Now this is minus. See, it's not the same as negative. It's minus. Okay, so minus. And then we've got some togetherness, open parentheses. We've got 14. And then we got times, and what's y? 4. Close it because we're done, and that should give me what? Negative 20. It gives me definitely not negative 20, so no, this is not a solution. Oops, not a solution. Hey, 64. All right, and that's what you just keep doing over and over again.